Hi. Many people think that faith means having all the answers. I used to think something like that myself, that faith and certainty were closely connected. That if I could just find enough answers, enough evidence, enough understanding, then I would finally arrive. But over time, I've come to see faith differently. When I read the Bible, I do not see a collection of people who have everything figured out. I see people on journeys. One of my favorite examples is Abraham. God takes Abraham outside and asks him to look up at the night sky. And then God says, "Count the stars, if indeed you can count them." Well, of course, Abraham could not count them. There were too many. But the point was not arithmetic. The point was imagination. God was inviting Abraham to consider a future larger than he currently could see, a future beyond his experience, beyond his circumstances, beyond what seemed possible. And I've always found that fascinating. Faith begins with curiosity. What if God is doing something bigger than I realize? What if the future holds possibilities I cannot yet see? What if my current understanding is only part of a much larger story? Author Peter Enns writes about this, and he calls the sin of certainty. The point is not that truth doesn't matter. His point is that certainty can sometimes become a substitute for trust. That distinction has transformed my thinking. Trust and certainty are not the same thing. Certainty says, I know exactly how this will turn out. Trust says, I am willing to keep walking. Now, in what may seem like a surprise, but mathematics has truly helped me understand this. If you think about it, numbers are abstract. You cannot hold the number 3 in your hand. You cannot point to infinity, and you cannot see a function walking down the street. And yet, I have no trouble believing these things are real. And it's not because I can touch them, but because I can see their effects. I can see the patterns they create, and I can see how they help make sense of the world. For me, that has been a helpful way to think about God. God is not an object that can be placed under a microscope, and yet I see traces of God in beauty, in love, in truth, even transformation. Mathematics has taught me that something can be abstract and real. And that has helped me remain open to a God who is beyond my ability to fully understand. And maybe that's one reason faith and curiosity belong together. Both require us to look beyond what is immediately visible. Both invite us to imagine possibilities beyond our current understanding. And both remind us that the story is not finished. And maybe that is why God asked Abraham to look at the stars, not so that he could count them, but so that he could imagine a future larger than himself. Perhaps faith still begins the same way, by looking beyond what we can see and remaining curious about what might still be possible.